Today you're going to listen to one of the most emotional and inspiring brand success stories in the world. Do you know how much money Honda makes every single minute? More than $25,000 in just 1 minute. They don't just make bikes. They don't just make cars. They also build private jets, robots, and even boats. But here's the truth. This story is not about money. This is a story of a man who faced rejection, loss, war, earthquake, bankruptcy, and humiliation. This is a story of a man who had no formal education, no rich family, and no support. Yet changed the world. Soichiro Honda, this story will teach you why failure is not your enemy, how pain can build your future, and how even if the world says you can't, you still can. So watch this story till the end. Because every chapter will give you hope, motivation, and most importantly, simple English you can learn and understand easily. And if you enjoy the story, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Boy Who Watched Wheels. Soichiro's early life. Soichiro Honda was born on November 17, 1906, in a small village called Komio, in Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan. He was not born in a city. He was born in a very poor and quiet village. His family was poor, but not just financially. They had many emotional struggles, too. His father, Soichiro Honda, was a blacksmith. That means he used to repair things like bicycles, kitchen tools, and other metal items. He was also very smart with his hands. His mother, Mika Honda, was a weaver. She made cloth from her hands. They were a working-class family. Every member of the family worked hard to survive. But life was not easy for them. Soichiro had 8 siblings. Yes, 8. But you know what? 5 of them died when they were very young. They were so poor that they couldn't afford medicine. Soichiro saw death very closely. He saw pain. He saw hunger. He saw helplessness. He said later in an interview, "I was not afraid of failure, because I saw things worse than failure when I was a child." His first love was not a person. It was a machine. And I said one day, a strange machine came to his village. Something he had never seen before. It was a car. He had never seen one in real life. He was only 8 or 9 years old when he saw that car for the first time. The road was dusty. The engine was noisy. The driver was proud. But Soichiro was curious. He ran behind the car. He looked at the wheels. He stared at the moving parts. He didn't care about the dust. He didn't care about the noise. In that moment, he fell in love, not with the car, but with how the car moved. He said later, "I don't remember the color of the car. I don't remember the brand. I only remember the smell of oil. I only remember the sound of the engine." That was enough. Many people think to become successful, you must be top in school. But Soichiro was not a good student at all. In fact, he failed many subjects. And sometimes he would skip school just to go to the workshop with his father. His teachers didn't think he would achieve anything. His classmates didn't take him seriously. But what nobody saw was this. He was learning with his hands. He loved machines. He loved engines. He loved building things. Sometimes he would collect old bicycle parts from the street and bring them home. He would fix them, build new things, break them again, and learn from his mistakes. His brain didn't like textbooks. His brain loved nuts, bolts, wires, tools, and gears. When Soichiro turned 15 years old, he did something very bold. He saw an advertisement in a newspaper for a mechanic job in Tokyo, the capital city. He had never been to a big city before. He had no money. He had no rich uncle in Tokyo. But he still applied. And guess what? He was selected. But the company didn't say, "We'll train you fully." They said, "You will be an assistant. You will clean. You will observe. You will not touch the tools for a long time." But Soichiro said, "Okay." He didn't want a perfect job. He wanted a place to learn. He worked under Art Shokai, a small auto repair shop. The owner was impressed because Soichiro worked harder than anyone else. He cleaned the floor. He observed every step when someone repaired an engine. He watched every movement, listened to every sound, and remembered every detail. He stayed up late to learn more. He asked questions. He read manuals. And soon, he started getting noticed. He was given his first chance to build a racing car engine. At age 17, he helped his company win a race. He didn't just want to fix cars. He wanted to build parts, create new technology, and start his own company one day. He said, "The best learning is not in books, it's in failure, hands-on experience, and your own passion." And with that vision, Soichiro started taking the first steps toward building his future empire. But life was going to test him many, many times. Chapter 2: Fire, Failure, and the Rise of a Dream. After working for many years in the repair shop, learning everything about machines, engines, and parts, Soichiro finally opened his own small company. He called it Tokai Seiki, Eastern Sea Precision Machine Company. What did his company do? It made piston rings, an important part inside car engines. Every car needs piston rings. Without them, the engine will not work properly. So Soichiro thought, if I can build piston rings and sell them to big companies, my company will grow. He had no big machines, no team of experts. He had only a small workshop, some basic tools, and his hands. But what he had more than anything was belief. Belief in his dream. Now let's talk about the truth. The first time Soichiro made piston rings, they failed. The second time, they also failed. The third time, still failed. Not one company wanted to buy them. Even the biggest car company in Japan at that time, Toyota, rejected his work. They said, "The quality is too poor, these piston rings are useless." Can you imagine? After all that hard work, he got nothing. Soichiro didn't cry. He didn't run away. He said something powerful. He failed. He tested again. He used his own savings to do experiments. But he failed. He failed. He failed. He failed. He failed. He failed. Everything was going well. He started building a new factory. He hired people. He bought more tools. It looked like his dreams were becoming real. But life had other plans. In 1935, just when a factory was getting ready, a huge earthquake hit the area. Boom! The building collapsed. Machines broke. Walls cracked.